think so. There's a few of the young lads who were here last time I was here, but as far as first team squad members go, yeah, I think I'm the only one.
Oh, been a bit of an estimate new squad, 18 players this season.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, it was always going to take time for us to gel, 17, 18 new players, and you know, it is difficult, and then learning how each other plays and stuff like that, and like over the last 6 weeks we've eventually clicked. You know, there was some patches early on in the season where we showed, you know, like we played like a team, but now it's clicked, like with 6 wins on the bounce and hopefully 7 this weekend.
With a form team going into the playoffs.
Some will say the form team, yeah.
If you get no, sorry mate, go on.
I was going to say, can you put your finger on what's turned around then? What is it that's the magic formula?
Well, I'm not the coach, you know, I don't know what it is really, but you know, we're enjoying playing. The team's working really hard for each other. We're working hard in training. Everyone gets along. It's a good place to be at the moment. So I think when you're happy and you know, you're going to perform when you're happy as well. So I think collectively that everyone feels the same, and it's just onwards and upwards at the moment.
Is 6 wins in a row the best winning run of your professional career? I'm trying to think.
Oh, championship, I think.
Yeah.
Went through a few good spells, but I think we did. The last time I was here, in 2009, I think we did 6 at the end of the year as well. So yeah, this will be 7 if we get this one this weekend. Will be my best Super League run ever. I've gone through seasons and not won 7 games.
I mean, got in the position now where you are in 8th, it'd be such a disappointment to let it slip on Saturday, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely so. Obviously, we can't worry about other results. First and foremost is we're going to Salford this weekend, and we've got to get a win because we don't want to, you know, we don't want to have to rely on Bradford slipping up in Catalan, and you know, we get the win, the league looks after itself.
Well, of course, Bradford played before you as well, so it could be all sort of wrapped up before you kick off. Yeah,
I'll probably try and stay away from that result myself. I'm sure it'll probably get around somewhere, but like I say, first and foremost, all our players will be focused on beating Salford this weekend, and we don't want to, like I said, we don't want to limp into the playoffs. We want to go into the playoffs and be a force to be reckoned with for any team.
How much of an advantage is it playing on a neutral ground?
Well, it's very similar to Salford's ground is Lee, and I think it might hinder them a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's a game of rugby on a rugby field. They're all the same size, so I don't think it'll make much of a difference.
I guess you guys would have been happy if your last home game was moved to somewhere else.
Yeah, but it's not, is it?
That's probably the best answer I've heard all season. Think of where the club was a year ago and where it is now. It's unbelievable, the transformation, isn't it?
Yeah, they've made fantastic strides, haven't they? It's even like just smartening up this place, you know, even though it's only a temporary fix. What the backroom staff have done, Andrew Glover and James Elson, they've done a lot, and obviously we're bringing Richard and James Webster in. They've brought a lot to the field, and all the new players that have come in have bought into everything that they're doing, and it's just an exciting place to be around.
No, because the mood this time last year was just the exact opposite. It was a club that was possibly waiting for the nod of sort of not getting in Super League.
Yeah, they didn't know where they were at this point last year, but I'm sure they do this year, and we're, like I say, we're firmly fighting for a position in the playoffs.
Was there genuine belief that you could make the 8 at the start of the season when you know, with so many new faces and you all just come together?
Well, that was a goal. We set a goal at the beginning of the year to be competing or making the 8th, and hopefully we're going to do that, and it's a massive achievement for Wakefield if we do it.
What stage during this run did you think, did people actually start thinking, hang on, we can actually do this?
You know, it's just like when the start of stringing these wins together, it's like, you know, just a few wins fills people with confidence, and you know, winning becomes a habit, same as losing does, and I think, you know, everyone's bought into it, and it's great.
Richard deserve any kind of coaching awards, do you think? in the
Yeah,
mix?
he's got to be in there in the mix for the coach of the year. He's done a fantastic job this year. You know, he inherited quite a lot of players, and he's brought a few in himself, and he's done a really good job. And I don't think it's any surprise to anyone that what he was going to do at the club. It's just it's good that James Elston and Andrew Glover have brought him in.
Seems to be a coach that sort of connects with the players. He's not sort of a standoffish sort of coach. He doesn't keep that divide. I'm the boss, you're the players. He sort of connects with you and sort of has you all as part as one.
Yeah, he treats us all the same, if that's what you mean. There's no divide between what you call the high profile players and the young lads. He treats us all the same, and that's a sign of a good coach. And you know, everyone's just happy playing under him at the moment.
What's been the standout win this season?
Standout win? Oh, can't put my finger on one. There's been a few on there.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, obviously last weekend was a pivotal one for the club. That was a good one as far as the wins go this year. But you know, because it was an ugly win, and to play collectively like we did, and still come away with a win was just shows that the club's going forward.
Presumably, even though you'd take it, you wouldn't want it to be another 1 pointer, would you?
No,
Get a bit nervy last 5 minutes, that wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously as a player you want your games put to bed early, but the relief when you do get a drop goal in the last few seconds or something like that's just a great feeling. So, yeah, there's a positive out of both of them, but I'm sure I'd like to get games won in the first half.
Guess wanting to play better this weekend, mate. I suppose it'll be a tougher game Salford away than Widnes, so kind of improved performance as well, taking to the playoffs. Definitely.
Like I said before, we don't want to limp into the playoffs. We want to go in on a good bit of form, and like I said, we started training for Salford this Monday, and we've all worked really hard this week. It's been a good week, and we had a quality session today. Everything went well for us, so I just hope we can take that into the weekend.
There's no signs of the players thinking it's kind of job done and go to Salford and get the win. I suppose that'd be quite dangerous when they go into most game.
I'm sure it will be, but there's nobody at the club thinking anything like that. You know, we're not that great a side to just go and think we can just beat any other Super League side. That just realistically that doesn't happen. We're a side if we generally if we play bad, you know, we're going to slip up. So this weekend we're gonna be on our game and hopefully put Salford to the sword.
And as far as you're concerned, you're just ignoring the Bradford game. Do you know if that's the same for the rest of the lads? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think anyone's going to be, like I say, I'll be avoiding the result and solely focusing on Salford. And you know, Bradford and Catalan will look after themselves. As long as we look after us, that's all that matters.
How will you keep away from it?
Turn my phone off, probably. Yeah, I think we'll be warming up, getting changed, whatever, while their game's going on. So I wouldn't have thought it'd be very difficult to stay away from it, but if you wanted to.
Sure, Wildcats fans will probably let you know if Bradford got beat.
I'm sure they'll be pretty vocal, won't they, if they've lost. So yeah, it might be unavoidable, but if you know, it's one of them, isn't it? Now you can do about it. It's just like I say, you've just got to go into the game and perform to our best, and that'll do us.
Really quite an encouraging sign in a way, that the fact you didn't play to your best last week yet still won.
Yeah, it's very encouraging. Obviously, you know, I just said like, normally if we played that bad, I think if we'd have played like that against any other, no disrespect to Widnes, but if we'd have played like that against any other team in the competition last weekend, we would have lost. It's just that Salford, Widnes didn't quite play to, I think, what they can either. So we're quite lucky, really. But you know, you take a bit of luck here and there, don't you? So hopefully we're not going to need luck this weekend, and we're going to have a competitive and quality performance from the Wildcats.
Was part of that down to nerves? Because obviously all the other teams had played, so you knew that if you won, you were in the 8th. You were in 8th spot. Yeah,
well, there's a collection of things, weren't there? It's, you know, everything you would say went for Wakefield last week, and then it came the weekend, and I think the boys still all knew that what had happened, and it. You know, we just took our eye off the ball a little bit, but that won't happen again.
You don't want to just reach the playoffs, you want to make an impact in it if you can.
Of course, yeah, like I say, we want to go in with a bit of form, and then obviously whoever we face, we'll find that out on this weekend, and we'll know from Monday morning who we're facing if we make it, and we'll take it from there.
If you cast a sneaky eye towards who you might sort of get in if you make it, or you just sort of switch yourself off from it completely?
Well, I'd be lying if I hadn't had a look at the league table, but that can change, so I'll just let that, deal with itself, and then, like I say, Monday morning we'll see when we've got our win, hopefully. We'll see who we've got.
Is there anyone you particularly like or not like when it comes down to it?
Well, no, because there's no such thing as an easy game of rugby league, is there? And they're all going to be difficult, no matter who we're facing. Obviously, I think if I was to say there was a place I didn't want to go, and that'd be all the way over to France, because just the journey alone takes a lot out here. And obviously, they're a very strong team at home, and I think they've only lost twice there this year, so it'd be a big ask to go over there and get the result. But then again, if we're playing with the form and show the form we've shown all year, there's no reason why we can't take on anybody.
We slip and slide as we fall in love, and I just